Hello, Renetta.
Hi, Tanya. How are you today?
I am feeling wonderful. Look at you with the same colors on. Go ahead
I
now.
I know. Great minds think alike.
Absolutely. So, how are you today? Where are you today?
I am in Seattle, Washington, beautiful city. So I am in my hotel suite and I'm coming to you live from there. I am excited to be in the city visiting my bonus daughter. And tonight I will be attending, we all will be attending the Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock concert comedy
Yay.
special. So
Oh,
woo
that's
woo.
awesome. That's beautiful.
So a great day here, but Tanya, this place is cold. And I don't even I never wear turtlenecks, but I need it.
You needed it today.
I needed it today. I needed it last night. But again, just beautiful. So what are you doing today?
Well, we're over in the office today, planning for a class that we have coming up in the next couple of weeks. So that's all. We're going to do a couple of things right after the new year comes in. And, I'm just kind of excited about it. We did a boot camp the other day. Thank you so much for your assistance and being there on the boot camp. And we're going to redo the boot camp again. So for those people that are interested in getting their insurance license and making a change in their life, I am inviting you to join my Facebook group, which is the ABCs to passing the test and new agent success. And then also join Renetta when she is going to be helping with the coaching, because definitely we all, when we're getting into something new, need to definitely be coached, and the more that I get involved in things or try to grow my business or growing my business, not even trying, that's all I keep hearing, because we don't know how to do everything.
That's
And after
right.
you get a coach, the next thing they're saying is get some systems and get those systems in place. So that probably will be
Yeah,
another thing that we're going to come up with soon, Renetta.
that's right.
Helping people.
Absolutely. We'll be sharing all of that with you guys. We're always talking about changing careers, growing in your career, entrepreneurship. We're so excited to share all of this with you guys in the upcoming year. We are definitely excited about what's happening in our business, and we're so excited to share that with you and to help you start your career and your new business.
Well,
Hello there.
Hey,
What's
I had
going
to run
on
and
in
get
your
my
world today?
car
Look, we
fixed.
all have on a shade of the same color.
Oh my goodness. Great minds think alike.
Absolutely. What's going on in your world today?
All right, everybody. This is Mad Flo. She's in the house. I'm not crazy, but I am mad about making a difference for the life of others through financial literacy. And this is what we do here. Hey, I just had to rush in because I was running late. I had to get my car serviced. Then I had to go grab me something to eat. So I'm going to cut off and go to eating in a minute. But y'all know me. I'm always bring the crazy part here.
all right.
Yes, today I'm excited about it. And I want the audience to know something. These two ladies here, man, they running it. They got it going on because they're always on time. I love them. I love them to death. They're
Love
the
you
ones that
too.
We love you too.
really got it going on. I appreciate them. Well, I'm
Well,
just fortunate to be here.
Well, thank you so much. Want to tell our guests, everyone that's with us, thank you for joining today. And we have pretty much an awesome show. And it's kind of picking up a little bit from last week. We had Kayla Joshua last week that was talking about taxes. And one of the things that she talked about is, businesses and what they needed to do. And basically, there wasn't anything out there for us, because we have no more write-offs if your children are all adults and your house is up. Well, there is no write-offs for houses anymore. There are no write-offs for cars. There's basically nothing out there. So, but we were talking about businesses. And so this week, we just are going to continue on that conversation. So at the beginning of our show, you know, we have our Alderwoman, Kesha Gibson Carter, who has been promoting businesses for the last few years. And she has an event that comes up every year after Christmas. So she's going to be one of our guests. And then we have Baruch Pilcher, who will be our other guest that's going to be talking about businesses and, you know, getting those things structured properly, getting our business structured properly when you get out there to start. So I think we're ready to begin. How are you feeling? Okay, Renetta?
I'm feeling good. Let's bring these guests on. We are so excited to have these guests. We know them well. We know that they're definitely going to pour into our audience today. Alderwoman Gibson Carter, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much. We know how busy you are. And so we are so excited that you took the time out to come on our show, Financial Sense, and to tell us about what you do and how you promote businesses in our community. Tell us a little bit about your background, Alderman. And you guys, this is our Alderman here in the city of Savannah.
What's up?
Hello, Anna, and hello to two of the most intrepid, dedicated women I know. It's a pleasure to be here with you today. Thank you for the invitation. I can't talk about Kwanzza Krawl unless I am accompanied by my good friend and co-founder of Kwanzza Krawl, Dr. Jamal Toure. I think he should be joining us pretty soon. But I want to just pause and tell you a little bit about how I started Kwanzza Krawl over 3 years ago. We were, of course, amidst a pandemic, and the federal government released via federal subsidies resources through what they call the CARES Act. And of the CARES Act funds that were released here to Savannah, $1.2 million of that was set aside for small local businesses. And many of the small local businesses we were contacted by kept saying, we haven't heard anything back. Our application wasn't processed, or we were denied, or we haven't received anything. So we, myself and Alderwoman Blakely and Lanier, were curious as to, well, who got the money, right? And upon surveying that list, we saw among the 50 businesses who were awarded there about $50,000, only one was African American and one was Jamaican, foundational Jamaican. And that was disturbing. It was disturbing. It was more disturbing to note that geographically there was a disproportionate disparity in that award, in that over 90% of the businesses awarded those funds were in the downtown corridors. And so, you know, from our time on council up until that point, we had been advocating for our marginalized, minority, and working class communities, both Black and white. And I just decided that it was time to just be about the business of not waiting on government for bailouts and encouraging the citizens of Savannah to mobilize and support our small businesses in the city. And so it was fitting that as we were approaching Kwanzaa, to think outside of the box at some ways in which we could produce and provide that for the community. And in short order, and talking to Dr. Toure, we talked about the need to reinvigorate the traditional Kwanzaa program as we were coming out of the pandemic. And I did some research and learned of a crawl in New York City that was more associated with bar hopping. And I know we bar hop very well here in Savannah, but I wanted ours to be a little more meaningful and inclusive of all of Savannah. And so, to make a long story short, we went about identifying restaurants we could pay, because the goal was, if you think about it, during St. Patrick's Day, many of our businesses downtown, midtown corridor on River Street, they boast of generating the bulk of their revenue for almost an entire year during the St. Patrick's Day celebrations. You will have business owners who say at least 40% of their annual income come from money generated during St. Patrick's Day. And I thought, how wonderful would it be? And that's an amazing cultural event for our Irish community. It's one that I have embraced and supported from the beginning of my time here in Savannah. And I thought, what beauty would there be if our African American community could embrace a cultural event and attach to it an opportunity to increase economics, to increase the bottom line of their businesses, thereby having those businesses say, you know what, during our annual Kwanzza Krawl, I generate at least the first quarter of my revenue or half my year's revenue. And so it's a goal, and we're slowly creeping up on having our restaurant been involved over the last 3 years. Cool Vibes, in fact, is one of the restaurants who testified to the fact that during last Kwanzaa, he had generated more money in that month than he had in the previous month in that one night. And so that gave me great joy. And so we went about identifying these restaurants. And just to name a few, we have Cool Vibes, Liquid Cafe, Odyssey, Two Chefs, Unforgettable Bakery, Cake Giants, Miss Polly, Creole Kitchen, 520 Wings. I'm probably going to leave somebody, but we went about, it was so popular. We also started to include breakfast restaurants. We had Kim's Cafe this year, Nairobi's. We had the Hungry Vegan. And so we wanted to encourage the patrons to not only visit and patronize the restaurants during Kwanzaa, but to make an agreement to go back at least a couple of times a week, a couple of times a year to each of those restaurants. And Kwanzaa, the crawl would not be the crawl without infusing it with some of those historical enrichment pieces that only Dr. Teray and other historians could bring to the table. And I'll just let him go through the tab of all of our principles of Kwanzaa and the spirit of Kwanzaa, and let him bring it home for us.
And always glad to be here with our sisters on this great show. And with regards to the Kwanzza Krawl, because Kwanzaa is about family, it's about community. And so that's what we do. We bring community together. We bring people together to now applaud and celebrate places like Herschel V. Jenkins High School, the greatest high school in Savannah, Chatham County, Georgia, that Alderwoman Kesha Gibson Carter is an alum of. So I just had to share that. So again, so see how we come together, see as family. That's what we do at the Kwanzza Krawl. That's it.
No. No. You know, Windsor Forest High School, if we're doing this.
Yeah, Windsor in the house, and I know Kesha went to Savannah High, so stop it.
All right, I had to come on. Windsor Forest in the house. I got Windsor Forest, the Knights.
But and essentially, that's what we do with Kwanzaa. We want the Kwanzza Krawl to be something where people can come together, we can enjoy that. Again, we are supporting our restaurants, but also getting the context. What is Kwanzaa about? What are the nights about? So each night we have speakers that will talk about that particular topic, that particular principle. If it's Kujichagulia, if it is Ujamaa, if it's cooperative economics, that again, we're going to have that person talk about that. And as our Alderwoman said, that again, we want people to come out for that night, but then also, and if they go out during the day, also to the restaurants during the day, but then also go and support them throughout the entire year. Because that's, again, what we're about. We're about, again, securing our community financially. We're trying to make sure that the economics are right there. So with economics, you're also able to help deal with the self-esteem. And so Kwanzaa is about economics and self-esteem and about culture. So we're absolutely proud to be a part of it and to share that. Again, and having an array of people also, having some presenters, having some people to perform. And Alderwoman Kesha Gibson Carter did something this year that, again, is going to be unique with regards to the line dance that she coordinated that. And she's going to lead the line dance. She's going to lead the line dance for everyone with regards to that. So it's going to be historical.
I have two left feet, Savannah Showstoppers. I am so grateful to Mr. Lamont, who will be there to usher us into the spirit of our very own dance, line dance for Kwanzaa. Dr. Teray, you can follow suit, but I have two left feet. I can't do it.
Don't let the Wildcats down now. Come on now. You know that you can at least do one or two of those dances. So we will be out there dancing. We're going to give it a try now.
Yes, yes. And when we plan to do that every night, we of course, with every element of Kwanzaa, we wanted to make it meaningful. I couldn't hear. I think I'm having some audio problems, so I don't know if Dr. Teray touched on this, but with every element of the event, we want to make it meaningful. So in past years, we have invited an elected servant in our community, a person who serves an elected office in the city and the county, to be the host. And the reason for us doing that is to bring our elected servants close to the people. So it will be a night to connect with your tax commissioner. It will be a night to connect with your city representative or your county representative. This would be a time where a person wouldn't ordinarily be able to reach those individuals. So we are bringing our elected servants and their voices to the event. In addition, we want to continue to be about that economic driver and building economics in our community. So we are having vendors who will come and put on display for sale everything from candles to soaps to clothing and jewelry. And so we're excited about that as well.
Awesome. Do you all have the lineup yet on, or at least who's going to be on the first night? And everybody does know that it starts December 26th.
December 26th is when it starts, and we are working out our calendar right now. But in our lineup, we have, I want to also send out a shot to Dr. Teray, Dear Young People. That group will be joining us as well.
Awesome.
That's Minister Jaquan Oliver, who thinks that he runs my life. So yeah, so Alderwoman Kesha Gibson Carter got him. So he's excited about being a part of it too. We just spoke with him also. Again, he told me that I bring things out of him. So y'all might see some things from Minister Jaquan Oliver on the nights that he's there. And I'm looking forward to it. I am excited about it.
We are certainly excited about it too. Absolutely.
I'm excited to have young people be a part, because that's what this is really about. It's really about, Dr. Teray often talks about, when we do not know our history, we are destined to repeat the past, right? And absolutely, as we are seeking to come and to overcome some of the obstacles that we have struggled to overcome as a people, we recognize that the principles of Kwanzaa, when it comes to self-determination, that can only be achieved unless we really and truly know the struggle of whence we came, and we then are able to see how others who went before us came through so that we could be here today. Then and only then do we have more love for each other. It pains me to see and to note that a large part of the violence that takes place in our community is among individuals from the same community. And regardless of those structural and foundational pieces that have caused the PTSD.
Well, I'll go ahead and share with regards to, again,
yes,
the issues that we have happen in our communities. And sometimes it's tied to people not knowing. And people oftentimes tend to look at it and think it's just the young people. We tell folks that no, it's the young, it's the old, it's the middle. We all need to know. And it's about now having people now feel good about themselves. And also, or at least not just even feel good about themselves, but understand how great they are, and understanding that they have the stuff of greatness in them. Even though the world may have bombarded things at them to tell them that they're not anything that they can accomplish, they can achieve, and some buy into it, that we use this as an opportunity right now to help people now understand, no, you can be catapulted to greatness, just like what you all do with regard to the show, letting people understand you can be catapulted to greatness with regards to your financial life. So again, it is essential for us. And that's what we look at, the Kwanzza Krawl being a part of that. And that the Kwanzaa celebration itself is open to any and everyone. That is not trying to replace Christmas. It's not trying to replace it's not trying to replace Hanukkah, anything like that. It's just, again, a cultural celebration for people to come together to have some unity, because it's absolutely important. And that's why, again, we're happy about having Dear Young People, because of that one of the events that I talked at and spoke with them. I said that we have trauma in our communities and it's not being addressed. One of the ways that you can address some of the trauma is that not having people, elected officials, have the people now to come together and begin having some dialogue and some conversation so we can bring about solutions. Oftentimes we talk about the problems, but we stop right there and don't look at solutions. Kwanzza Krawl becomes a solution-based entity because now it has people not exposed to other businesses or people who own businesses that look just like them, businesses that are also providing quality service, businesses that are also providing a service to the community, being an inspiration to young people, older people, and middle-aged people. And so then also now getting some of the stuff to help you be nurtured with regard to understanding your own greatness.
Oh, all right. Well, we thank you guys for coming out. Let me see if Alderwoman Carter was coming back in real quick.
Now, Dr. Teray, while we're waiting for her, I know that you also are a professor. Could, tell us a little bit about, the other way that you reach students as a professor, because I know this passion, you've been doing this for years, and it's obviously a passion of yours. So tell us a little bit more about how you reach students as a professor.
And Sister Gardner, one of the things I'll share this with you that, again, it is fitting in that sense. What I tell folks often, the people who come to me, I tell them, say, you're not students, you're scholars. And that's why I'm fusing them. And I tell them, say, you never achieve your greatness by yourself. Others help you to achieve greatness. So what you do, you not reach back to pull somebody else along with regards to that. And that we have an obligation, I tell folks, to plant the seeds in other people so that they become leaders of change right now. Not leaders of tomorrow, but leaders of change right now, today. And that what happens that now they look and see, oh yeah, I can make a change right now. And so that's why we try to infuse that and give that to them every day and let them understand. They might think it's just a history class or a political class or class in politics. Some are going to say, no, they say, this is a life class. Because now they begin to understand the importance of understanding. We deal with one of the assignment I make sure that they all have is about Black Wall Streets. And I say Black Wall Streets in the areas that you're from. So some of them get stunned and amazed. They start realizing, like, wait a minute, you mean to say they were Black-owned businesses, they were Black hospitals, they were nursing schools, they were Black banks. And so now in their minds, they now start to realize and they now understand they have to now be about bringing that back. So yes, ma'am. So again, it's about making sure they understand that they are stellar. Because of which I do tell them, I say that I expect them to be blowing up and that I'll be sitting home looking at something on TV and I'm smiling saying, that's my family right there. That's my family right there.
That is absolutely awesome. I just wanted to mention that because my daughter always mentions that you were one of her favorite professors in undergrad. So just wanted to mention that as well. And you definitely, and what you did was, it's motivation. And it's exactly what you said. And your students actually carry what you've taught them with them as they pursue their greatness. So thank you for that.
Can I just throw something out there real quick, real fast?
Yeah.
What you just said, one of them called me last night and I did a little video. He went and said that he worked on as an accountant for the Black Panther movie. He was like, Jamal, I had to let you know that. And then he said what he did, he then brought somebody else from Savannah State also to now work on the movie. And I was like on the phone, I was like, Cheeto, that's what it's about. So yes, ma'am, that's what again. And you said that's the testimony that they take it to another level.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Hey, Alderwoman Gibson Carter. This Mad Flow right here. Y'all know me as Mad Flow. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? Great to see you. Looking lovely. Hey, one other thing. Make sure, glad to have you on the show and everything, but make sure in those vendors that you also add the financial industry. Now, we need to get financial educators out there, get the information out there, because our community needs to know about finance. They need that knowledge. And it's not taught in all the schools. So, and what they get at home is what the parents know, and that's as far as they can go with that. So make sure you include the vendors for financial industry, financial educators. Just put that in there for me.
Well, you are welcome to show up any night of Kwanzaa, bring your literature, and we will make space for your voice for sure.
All right, thank you. Same for these two young ladies here. Y'all gonna be there, I know.
Right. Yes, we will.
Well, we thank you guys for coming out and sharing the information in reference to Kwanzaa and the Kwanzaa Crawl. We have next Mr. Baruch Pilcher, who is going to be talking to us about our businesses and how to get started in those. But before we begin, we have one quick commercial break that we're going to take right now and come right back. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye. Thank you for that.
Well, thank you. Hello, hello. Hey. I'm always excited when we have a family member in. And so today we have Mr. Baruch Pilcher. How are you, Baruch?
I'm good. How about yourself? How you doing, Miss Renetta?
I am doing great, Baruch. So excited to have you on the show for this reason. And I'm just going to jump right in and say, you are a young man who has been making boss moves for years. And, I'm so proud as an auntie about what you do and how you do it. You can learn from anyone. And Tanya and I will tell you that we've learned so much from Baruch. And it's just amazing how you've grown and what you do. So I'm excited to hear you share with us about businesses. I know that you come from that background, but you have embraced it and you're taking it to another level. So thank you. Thank you so much for being on our show today.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me. I was on here before, and
Yeah.
I told a little bit about myself. So I'm gonna do the same thing, kind of give a little introduction. My name is Baruch Pilcher. I am an insurance agent and broker. I own my own insurance agency. We also own a couple other businesses, like one called Vector Image, talks about photography. And we also own Get Skills, which is basically a training academy that helps people become insurance agents as well. And I'm one of the instructors for that. We got a couple more business coming up, but I'm not gonna spoil that too much. But like I said, I do want to get into how being a legit business, because we could start businesses all day long, but what do we have to do to actually be a legit business through the state and through your taxes? Okay. And that's really what I want to come and share with, if you're not already there, maybe you're in one of these steps already, but just to, everybody can know what they need to do to be a legit business. Okay. And I just got a couple of steps and a couple of things to really go over you guys. But I did want to say, hey, Matt Flo, how you doing? I didn't want to skip over you too.
You're gonna have to tell us. First, I have to say this. I'm pretty sure that you've had the best upbringing because you have that phenomenal mom right there, and I know your father is just as phenomenal.
Yes.
They could not basically get you where you are unless you was that kind of kid that really paid attention to what mom and dad was teaching you. Because I know they taught you everything that they know. They pass it on, just like in the animal kingdom. Mm-hmm. Those animals have to be what? Taught everything to survive. So I know your parents did a good job with that. But I also want you to remind us what that name Baruch stands for, because I know it has a meaning.
Yes, ma'am.
So enhance me again on the meaning and the new audience that haven't heard it.
Well, Baruch is a name in the Bible. It also is it's a Hebrew name, and it means blessed. Okay, and just a little bit about the word blessed. It means to assist. It means to help. And that's basically the main things I try to do, or at least want to do, strive to do, is I just want to help. I just want to assist people in their everyday lives, because that brings happiness to them, and it brings happiness to me. So yes, that's my name. That's what it means. So I try to follow certain things about my life and my lifestyle to bring that power out of my name as well.
I love it.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right, that's awesome, Baruch. Now tell us how to be legit.
How to be
what's the
legit.
first thing that we need to do to make sure that we have a legit business?
All right. Well, one of the first things I had to do was, to be honest, come up with a name. That was my biggest thing. Coming up with a name. What do you want to
Say
call
it again,
yourself?
Baruch. You went out for a second.
Coming up with a name.
I said one of the most things that you want to do is, what are you going to call yourself? You need a name. Okay. And so the biggest thing that people do is it really doesn't matter too much. Like one of the I have different businesses, PG Insurance Agency, Vector Imaging, but I have an LLC under my Instagram name, which is Root the Truth LLC. Okay, that doesn't mean I have to have businesses that's titled under Root the Truth. It's just something that I put my businesses under. Okay, that's number one, LLC. Okay, number two, you want to have an EIN number. Okay, very important, EIN number. So your EIN number, basically it identifies your business for tax purposes. It's similar to a social security number. All right, this EIN number can basically help you with business bank accounts. It can help you apply for business licenses, and it can help you file for taxes as well correctly. Okay, two of the main things you need: LLC, EIN number. Then after a few weeks, I want to say do this right after you get your EIN number and right after you get your LLC. I say let everything kind of settle down a little bit, because this is one of the things that I had trouble with too, was getting my DUNS number. Okay, so your DUNS number, I think I submitted in. I got submitted in again. I think I did it too early or something. Everything needs to process and register first. So make sure you like put I say a couple of days in a gap. I would say maybe a week or two, in it, and then go and apply for your DUNS number. Okay. Now your DUNS number, that's basically it's for lenders and I would say business partners to help determine the financial stability of the company in question. Okay. So getting DUNS number is everything that I'm telling you. Yeah, the only thing that you might be spending some money on is probably the LLC. I think it's $100 to get your LLC in Georgia right now. But the EIN number, if I can recall, I think it's free, and the DUNS number card, I think it's free as well. Now, for me, I'm switching over to another business opportunity / service. So for me, I had to get after my DUNS number, my EIN number, my LLC, I had to get a sales use and tax ID number. Okay. Now, sales use tax ID number is just so you can sell products. Okay. One of the things that I am known on social media. Okay. So I have to be able to have a for client. And so, like I say, that's one of the things we'll get to a little bit later on. But having your sales use and tax ID number is going to be very important for me if I want to start selling products. So really, you're just looking at what your business needs and basically looking at what type of licenses and permits.
Baruch, one moment. So you said you're talking about a sales and use. Is that something that you apply for through the state? Is that something that you do online?
That's something that you can do online. Okay, something that you can do online, and it still is applying you through the state. Okay.
Okay.
I would say out of everything of that, that was probably my hardest thing to do. Just because I wasn't so clear on where to go online. And to do that. So first, it will say a couple tabs in there or wherever website you're going to. You want to make sure every website that you're going to, as far as your LLC, your EIN, your sales use and tax number, most of the websites have gov on it. Okay, .gov. Okay, .gov, or it just has to look official through the state. Okay, excuse me 1 second. My computer is dying, so I'm just trying to plug it up real quick. But yes, you can register that. Everything I'm telling you, you can register online. Now, it is going to be different things. That this is what I have learned. There's going to be different things online that's going to kind of okay, good. That will kind of bring you to another site or bring you to different sources to try to do your LLC and to try to do your sales use and tax ID number. You want to do it, like I said, everything that has .gov. Okay, that's the most important thing. .gov, or it says state of Georgia registration or something like that at the top. Okay,
and that's really important. That's really important because sometimes you get off into those other websites when you search for something, and then they cause you to have to pay for something that's actually free.
Yeah.
So that's a very good point, Baruch.
Yeah. So like I remember one that always comes up is maybe this one called Rocket Lawyer. Okay. Now you can do everything on Rocket Lawyer, but there's a free option too that you can do, and it's just taking a little bit more time and doing some research and finding out that, like I said, the only thing that you should be paying for coming out of pocket is your LLC. That should be it. After you get your LLC and all this paperwork comes in to your mail and stuff, then you're going to have all these different type of companies sending you stuff saying, hey, sign up with this, sign up with this, sign up with this. We need $100. We need $60. You could kind of ignore all that. Okay. You already registered through the state. You're okay. Okay. That's one thing I had to realize too, because I got all this stuff in my mail and I'm like, more money? Yeah. I thought that was it. But yes, that's it. Okay. So that's really the main things to, I would say, get started. Okay. That is the main things to get started. With getting started on your business, you also want to have a certain mindset. Okay. Because you can't really be, I was taught that, one of the things that you said was, you're making a whole lot of boss moves, Mr. Natter. That's what you said. And being a boss is the way you talk. It has to just be in you. So one of the things that you just have to do in yourself to get you on that mental plane is you have to really realize that this is what you want to do, and do you want to go all in on this? Okay. That's it. That's what I've been telling my friends who's in business, who's starting to do their business. Go all in.
What does all in mean? What does that mean, Baruch? Because we say go all in, and we say, are you serious? What's all in? Tell us a couple of things that you would say when you tell somebody to go all in.
When I tell somebody to go all in, it's, for me, I'm 26. Okay. And I tell my friends all the time, we're pushing 30. Okay. Are we going to be doing this for the rest of our lives? Really? Are we going to be doing the same thing that we've done this year for the rest of our lives? And I'm not going to be saying that I'm 30 years old still doing this or still doing what I started when I was 22, 23. I want to be able to evolve. I want to be able to make myself more worthy to either charge more, raise my prices, or even have more services and opportunities for my clients. And so that's what it means by go all in, by just give me everything. I have friends who are in the music industry. I have friends who are plumbers, who are painters, who just do everything. And to get where you want to be in life, you gotta all realize that we all are entrepreneurs. Okay, whether you do business, whether you have a plumbing, we all have We all are entrepreneurs and we all have to take risk. Okay. And so what is your risk that you're going to take? Are you going to put a little bit of time to the side to concentrate a little bit more on your business? Are you going to stop going out so much and concentrate on your business? Because your business itself is a 9-to-5 hustle.
It is.
Your business itself is a 9-to-5 hustle. So you can make it a 12 to 12 if you want to, but your business itself is the hustle. So go all in on it. Give me everything. You want to be this person that we look up to, then do it. Go for it. Because I want to cheer you on. Because that's where I'm heading. I'm headed to where, and I started saying this recently, I'm not trying to make 6-7 figures in a year. I'm trying to make 6-7 figures in a day. Now, it looks impossible to people who don't have that vision. But if you had the vision, it doesn't look impossible to me.
Amen.
So that's what I mean, go all in. Really understand that you can do it. That's why I say it has to be a mindset thing. It has to be up at the temple, up in the dome first. So, like I said, perfect your craft, perfect your product. It might even be perfecting your service. It's time to go all in. One of the things that you can do, just kind of trying to help your business, is you could write a business plan, okay? Business strategies on how you're going to execute your business, how you're going to market your business, how you're going to get sales. At least start there. Because I mean, you can ask my mom. We go through hundreds of business strategies, hundreds of business plans. Just I could say 100 just from this month, and this month not even over. You cannot stop coming up with business plans, business strategies. Just keep writing business plans, keep writing business strategies. Also, one of the things you want to do is you want to get assistance. You want to get training. My mom used to always tell me, and I'm gonna keep picking on her because when your parents tell you something, you don't get it until you get it. And so one of the things she always tell me was get something under your belt. This is when I was working. Okay, I'm talking about working a job. She was like saying, get something under your belt, get a license, get a certificate, get something, get some type of training, get some assistance. Now that I got the training, the certificate, the license, now I need assistance and I need more training into how can I make myself a better salesman? How can I make myself, where I just learned this whole week is how to be seen without really trying to really be seen, like how do you get yourself out there to the people that's trying to find you, yes. Without saying, buy this. I ever since I left Geico, and I used to work for Geico back in 2019, 2018, ever since I left Geico, I haven't sold anything. I don't have to, because the people that come to me need it. So I don't have to convince people on, hey, you might need this, you might need this. I might need to convince that you need more coverage, that you need this to protect you, but I don't have to try to sell you on why to buy this product because you found me, so that makes me know that you need this. So that's what I've been learning all week, just trying to be in the position of the people that I'm targeting. Okay.
That's great advice. I mean, that is great advice because, you would think that you're in sales, but you're saying that when you have something that people need, they seek, they'll seek you, they'll seek what they need. You have to be in position and ready to offer the assistance that they need.
Yes. And the biggest thing is it took a while for you to gain that knowledge, to gain that experience to actually be able to say that right now. Because you could ask me 2 years ago, I wasn't thinking about none of this. I was just thinking just start a business. But it takes the experience, takes you actually getting out there to understand, okay, this is how I have to do this to be this way. Okay. So I touched a little bit on choosing your people or your target. That also comes into choosing your location too sometimes. So with me, I have to sometimes market just in the Georgia area. Sometimes I have to market just in the Florida area, depending on where my coverage is and my services allow me to go. but that's choosing your location, choosing your people, choosing your target that you want to market for, because you can't help everybody, guys. You cannot help everybody. You have to be able to pick your people. Okay, pick your people, and then from you picking your people, you can then define your offer to your client. Okay.
Absolutely. And I want to kind of go back, because some people are just joining us, Baruch. And one of the reasons that we have Baruch on today is because we had a young lady talk to us last week in reference to how Cash App, once Cash App or the government started saying that they were going to be taxing us for everything $600 or more, then people stopped using it. But what it actually did was put people in business. So it began to start your small business. Now, if you want to start your small business, Baruch is saying be legit.
Be legit.
So some of the things that you went over, Baruch, again, what were those things that you told them that they needed to have?
Needed to have an LLC. Okay. You need to have your EIN number. Okay. LLC EIN number. You need to have your DUNS number. Okay. Your EIN, your DUNS number are similar to your social security number. Okay. Both of them can help you with tax purposes. Okay. And it can help you, what I said, with your business bank account. They can also help you with applying for licenses and filing your taxes. Because when I applied for my sales and use tax ID number, one of the things that they asked for was my EIN number in my LLC. So LLC EIN number is first. Then your DUNS number, which is 3. And then whatever other whatever other whatever other permits and licenses you would like to get according to your business. That's what you want to do next. But
and that name that you want the LLC to be, the name.
Yes. You gotta have your name too. I want to stick too much on your name. That's kind of what I did. I just, I looked at it as these are all the services that Root the Truth provides. So I kind of just looked at it like that and kind of just went into it. Thank you, Linda. She said, great information. You are awesome. Write a book for dummies. Well, thank you, Miss Linda. I'm pretty sure a book is coming soon, or ebook of some sort. But yes, that is the first things that you kind of need. But on top of things that you need, one of the most important things that you need after you pick your people and you choose your location, okay, you want to finance your business. Okay, so you want to find different financing. Mm-hmm. All right. So however you can, when you make your business legit, you'd be surprised how many grants and loans that you can legitimately apply for your business, and not even really going towards your personal credit, but you're going for your business credit.
And that's what that DUNS number will do. That's right.
Yes. And so you want to make sure you get your financing for your business. Okay. Another thing that you want to do at the financing, of course, is what? Can anybody guess what is one of the things that you need when you're starting a business? Now I'm gonna give you a hint. I'm in this field. Okay.
Okay, someone that's an easy answer.
Okay. You have to get insured. All right. You have to get insured. You have to get professional liability. Okay, for your business. Okay, so if you do lashes, if you do hair of any sort, if any type of thing that you do,
plumber, though, yeah, everything.
if any type of thing that you do, you got to make sure that you're getting insured. You're getting yourself insured, because the last thing you want to do is and it's funny. I saw a Instagram post probably like a couple of months ago of this lady. She went and got her lashes done, and good job. That's a good, Andrea. She put the lash glue around the eyes. I guess I don't know nothing about lashes. Okay. But they put the lash glue around the eyes, and I'm guessing the lash glue contaminated her eyes somehow to where she almost either went blind or couldn't open her eyes. And that client has the right to go after, the professional assets. But that's what's going to protect you from that. And somebody just commented on my IG live. It's called E&O insurance. Basically, that's the same thing. E&O insurance, errors and omissions. Okay, you want to. That's professional liability. You want to make sure that you have that so you protect it. Okay, and whatever your professional liability is called or cost, trust me, is worth it. You don't want somebody coming after your personal assets. Really, all the information that I went over already, the LLC, the EIN number, the DUNS number, and other licenses is all going to prepare you for your financing of your business and your get insured. Okay, they're going to ask for all that stuff anyways. After you get insured, you want to also define your brand. Okay, define your brand. Let people understand who you are. Same thing, general liability. I got people commenting on my IG live as well. But define your brand. Okay, you gotta understand. You want your clients to easily understand who you are, what you do, what's your mission. Okay, and then this is kind of where I'm at right now in my scale of starting my business. Even though I had a business for like the last 3 years now. I would say still in the starting stages because I'm still trying to work on different things. But one of the things that I say I'm personally in on is create universal appealing content. Universal appealing content. Okay. So content, what do I mean by that? Like Instagram videos. She said, how much is the training this weekend? We'll let you know after class. After this session here. But like I said, creating universal appealing content. Okay, that's the most important thing. I say universal appealing. It has to be able to, if a person was to see your video, whether it's a 3-year-old, 4-year-old, 5-year-old, whether they're 40, whether they're 90, however, they should be able to see your video, understand what you're doing, and it appeals to them. So they gotta like it, And one of the main things that you want to do if you're going into like marketing content or if you're going to buying ads, if it's not organically producing the numbers that you want, is not going to produce the numbers that you want when marketing. Okay, so if you are a person who's buying ads, or a person who's marketing, who's boosting your posts and stuff like that, if it's not getting the people's attention organically, it's not going to do it just because you put some money behind it. It just more people saw it, more people might have clicked it, but did they buy your product? No. So that's one of the things, like I said, that I'm personally doing for myself and my business right now. I'm trying to make universal appealing content. Okay. And then the last thing that I want to say, and this is the most important thing, this is actually what's going to make you, I always say, this is always going to make you your money right here. Forget the what you can do for your services and your product and your craft. This is what's going to make you your money right here. Whatever you're offering to your client, be able to teach them what you're doing right now. That's the biggest thing. So if you are an insurance agent like myself, you want to be able to teach other people how to become an insurance agent. Okay. If you're in real estate or you're a builder or you're a contractor, you want to be able to teach everyone how to be that builder, that contractor of high ethics and high morals, because that's what's going to have them really, your client, to make that money to be just like you. Okay. So if you're able to do it, you want to be able to share to your person that you're talking to how they can do it as well. Okay. And so that's something that you got to do when you're perfecting your business and you're perfecting your craft. You got to be able to master what you're doing. And once you master it, you'll be able to share it to others. Okay. So that's the biggest thing. Whatever you're doing, whatever business you're in, be able to teach that business or how you did that business or how you got so successful to others. And I promise you, that's the keys to becoming successful.
You are so awesome and so right. Thank you, Baruch. Yes,
You know,
yes.
this has
She's
been,
not saying that just because you're her son.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This has
You
been
got-
absolutely
Yes.
awesome, Baruch. I think, and you said universally appealing because you've given nuggets for young and you've given nuggets for the not as young.
More wise, I would
And,
say. More
you know,
wise.
and we thank
Kayla.
you so much for that. Hi, Kayla. We're so glad that you were able
course.
to join in as well. So thank you so much. We are out of time. It has been a well-spent show today. We thank you all so much for tuning. Thank you, our guests, for tuning, for coming in. Thank you so much to Mr. Pilcher today. We thank Dr. Jamal Touré for coming on our show, as well as our very own Alderman Kesha Gibson Carter. In closing, I am Renata Gardner. I am your career coach. Let's get you from a career to a higher career. Let's get you into entrepreneurship in 2023. I always say, make it a great day.
All right,
Great day.
Baruch.
All right. If y'all want to follow me anywhere or y'all want more information, stay tuned and follow my Facebook at Baruch Isaiah Pilcher. You can also follow my Instagram at Root the Truth. TikTok is the same at Root the Truth. And just be on the lookout at different stuff that I got going on because you never know, I might just surprise y'all. So make sure y'all follow, make sure y'all stay tuned. I got a lot on the way.
Absolutely awesome.
All right.
This is Mad Flo in the house. I'm not crazy, but I am mad about making a difference for life of others through financial literacy. Hey, we had an awesome guest today, Baruch. Man, I'm going to follow you. I'm going to hit that button in a minute. Because you know what? I have plenty of millennials that need to hear what you're saying and make things happen. All right, Tanya, close us out, baby girl.
Well, everyone, I was excited all day long today being on Pins and Needles, having Baruch here. So, of course, I'm going to say, live life like there is no tomorrow. This is Tanya, your insurance professor. Please join us by liking Financial Sins, following us on Facebook, following us on YouTube. And we are just so proud of Baruch. And as always, live life like there is no tomorrow. All right. Have a good day and a great week. See you guys after the holiday.
I like that.